Task 12, correction of errors. I'm happy to confirm that we have reached to the last task of this course, which is correction of errors. So if you make any error on Zero, let's see how to rectify that via different tools on Zero. So on your course book, I have inserted the main functions which can be useful to correct the errors which you have made and you would like to edit and enter the correct details. So there is a function called find and recode where you can rectify or where you can recode the transactions in bulk. So you don't have to go one by one. So how to do that? So by selecting the certain criteria, you can just correct the errors in one go. So this is quite useful and I have inserted the screenshot here. So let's um, go on Zero and see how this feature works. So on Zero, you go to your company setting by clicking this drop down arrow and go to settings. Under settings, you go to advanced settings and under advanced setting, you can see here there is a feature called find and recode. So you need to find the transaction first by giving the specific criteria and then you can just recode it to different places. So let me give you an example. When you go on that, here first of all click on find and recode, and for example you need to add a condition and the type of the transaction you are looking for is, so there are different criteria. So say for example you can say it's a sales invoice and you have entered like 10 sales invoices which incorrectly and you would like to correct that, but you don't want to do one by one, so you can just make the changes in one go. So that's the first condition. You can add as many conditions as you like. So the second condition, you can say, for example, account is. So if you are sure that the account is rent income, so you can just click that. So by giving the additional conditions, you are minimizing the filter, the filter area. You are just minimizing the search criteria so you get the correct results. So you don't want to have like 1,000 results, you just want to minimize that search criteria. So by adding the more and more conditions, and if you say search here, you will get the items which are only sales invoice type and the account is rent income. And in order to change that, so for example, you want to change all of them. So you can just click here and you can say recode. And then Zero will ask you what would you like to record. So there are 54 lines which you can change at a time. So Zero will ask you what would you like to change, so contact, account, tax rate, or you can just add new name of the property. So once you do that by selecting the appropriate option from here, you can just click on review and then Zero will change all the 54 lines in one go. And there will be summary report created on the same page which will be saved on Zero. So in if you want to go back and check what you have done, you can always go in the summary report and see what changes you have done. So you have the record whenever you use find and record option. So that's the find and record option. Another option which is useful, but you need to go one by one. You can't just do in bulk. So that is void option. So void option is useful when you post any bill or any sales invoice and you would like to delete that. You just need to click that invoice and then say void. So for example, I'll take you to Zero now. You go to dashboard and here in the bill option, for example, So go to business and let's pick up a bill which you have entered and you would like to delete it. So let's let's open a bill here, and under bill option just say void, and that bill will be deleted. So that is the void option, and it same applies to sales invoice or a petty cash bill. So that's the void. Next one is remove and redo. So remove and redo is mainly useful if you have already entered the bill and reconciled with the bank. So there are two steps you have already done. So first you need to unreconcile that and then void it. So in order to do that, just go to any transaction which is already reconciled. So let me take this bill, Newton Builders Limited. As we have reconciled that, you can see. So this is reconciled, and you will not see the void option here because the void option is only useful if it is an item is unreconciled. So this is a reconciled. So in this case, you need to select remove and redo. So once you do remove and redo, you will get next step on the back step, one step backward, and where you can just correct the errors and reconcile again. So that is remove and redo will allow you to make the changes and reconcile again. So that is the another option. So these are the main correction of error features available on Zero. And I hope we have covered all the tasks which are mentioned in the content, and I wish good luck with your course. Thank you very much.